What's going on, everyone? In this video I want to show you guys how I made $3,300 today trading my Apex Trader funded account. We took no losses today and we took 7 trades. So with that being said, I want to get into the charts and kind of show you guys the price action. Before I show you guys the setup, I'm doing something really cool Mondays and Fridays, and I will be adding in Wednesdays. We're doing a 30-day boot camp where you can get in a room, you can trade live with me. I'm going to be screen sharing. You can get on the voice call. You can ask questions in real time. I'll answer them in real time. And I'll do these chart markups for everyone in real time. So if maybe you want to get in a group setting where you can be a little bit more interactive on your trading instead of just watching someone stream and not being able to communicate, this might be for you. Everything is going to be recorded and updated and uploaded at the end of the day. And then we're going to be talking about how to make adjustments for future price action and volatility. And you get access to my course and you get access to the entire community. That link is down in the description box below. So today's price action wasn't really the cleanest off the open. We were channeling and we were going up, we were going down, we were going up, we were going down. There was a few key levels that I was focused in on. Now, right here in the middle of this green box, you can see this lighter shaded green line here. This is our daily 5. Okay, so our daily 5 SMA got tested in the pre-market overnight, had a little bit of a bounce, got tested again right after the market opened, about an hour after the market opened, bounced higher low, and then finally started to trend to the upside going into lunch and after lunch. Some of the trades that were taken today on today's live stream with the mentorship group was, the first trade was right here. Where was the open? So here's the open. Let me get my drawing tool. This candle here is the open. Okay, we had a little bit of a push down, a little bit of a push up. One thing that I was looking at here, I was looking at this downwards trend line. What I would have wanted to see here, if we were going to continue to the upside and for me to kind of get into the position to chase it long, would have needed to be a breakout, a pullback, and then continuation. That would have caused for going long, making some serious cash right then and there, and calling it a day. That did not happen. Now you can see here the level that we were kind of chopping up and down around was our daily 10. So this level was standing out to me very significantly. Every time we got to our daily 10, we kind of got rejected and pushed back down. We reclaimed our daily 10, couldn't hold it, pushed back down. After the market opened in New York, we got over our daily 10, couldn't hold it, pushed back down. So for me, the pressure was, bearish until we showed that either A, we're going to break down through this swing low in pre-market, or lose London session lows. Okay, so until that happened, I kind of had to play a little bit more safe. The first trade that I took on stream with the mentorship guys was right here, and let me kind of adjust this. Let me zoom in just a tad. That first trade was off the open about 30-40 minutes. So this is the opening range candle. What I was looking at here, once we got rejected right here and failed to make that new high, is I started looking at a flag pattern, maybe a little bit of a breakdown with a potential test of our daily 5 SMA. So right there, okay? Once we broke above the daily 10, failed to get it above the trend line, and then we lost the daily 10, right? This is your daily 10 SMA. Once we lost that, you can see we pushed down once more, tried to reclaim that area. That right there was enough for me to say, hey, if we start to confirm the low wick here, let me make this cleaner. If we start to confirm this low wick, I want to be short right here, right now. This alone was an $800 trade, $900 trade. Scaled all the way into about 7-8 micros, and the move pushed down over 100 points, right? Close to 100 points. So if you look at this candle here at 7:15 Pacific Standard Time, right? That price was about 18,440s. We pushed all the way down to 18,275. So that was over a 200-point decline. Okay. Now I didn't catch all 200 points. Of course not, right? Of course, right? I would love to say that I did. I did not. But the target area that I was looking for was a back test of this double bottom. Okay. So I was telling myself, if this key area broke and we started to push down towards low of day, I wanted to see low of day get tested and broken. And if low of day got tested and broken, I'm going to sell into demand. That's exactly what you know, I was kind of walking through everyone with, is if we can push down into low of day, I'm going to sell a little bit here and see if we crack. And if we crack, I want to get out of my position because, again, in order for me to stay short or get short, I would have needed to lose this daily 5 SMA, back test, maybe put in a lower high, and then confirm, right? Setting up ultimately another flag pattern. That didn't happen. The next trade that I was looking at here was, again, I kind of was informing everyone that what I'm noticing here is this support followed by this breakthrough. If we kind of put in a lower high and back test again, this is setting up somewhat almost a inverse head and shoulders at that daily 10, right? So when we came back down right here once more, boom, we failed to break below the daily 5 SMA. We held the low of day. All this price action right here, this price action right here signaled to me that I can get into a long for a very low risk, right? Very low risk by using this daily 5 SMA as my stop. If we were to break through that pullback, I want to get long and I want to hold this into my daily 10. Because at this point in time of the day, I was thinking, okay, we're in a tight channel here, right? We're in a tight channel. We're kind of going up, we're coming back down. We're going up, we're coming back down. We're going up, we're going to come back down. That's what I was assuming. I didn't know that this was going to continue to break out, obviously. So for me, when I got long here, I was looking to leave a hard stop loss there, right? And right now I'm trading micros, so I have no problem with big stop losses. So when we started to get this breakout, this is my target right there. That's it. I want to sell into supply. And again, it did break out and there was opportunities for a scalp, because notice the trend line that we drew earlier from the morning. If you just extend that out, that's going to cross-reference with our daily 10. So once we started to break through our daily 10, we broke, retested, and then flew. I want to get long through that. This was a very quick scalp. I didn't take much on it. Actually, I played one mini contract on that. It took about $500-600 because once it broke through, it really started to speed up. Now this black dotted line here, right? And I'm going to make it yellow now. This line here was our overnight highs. So on a particular trade like this, where it's getting a little bit later in the morning session, once this flag pattern, this trend line broke, once we reconfirmed the daily 10 SMA, this is your ultimate kind of next measured move potential, right? If you get into this trade, you want to be taking profits into supply. We pulled back, we held the daily 10, so that's a break, full retest, and then you could have gotten long in here again. I didn't get long there again. I was already done trading. But what I want to kind of show you guys is that if you just stay patient, instead of, where's that opening candle at? Where's that opening candle at? Right here. If you just stay patient instead of trying to, you know, oh, we're going short, go short. Oh, we're going long, go long. Oh, we're going, you know, we're pulling back and having these baby tiny stop losses, and you actually wait for some structure to kind of start to form, you're going to see that you're going to be able to catch a lot of these moves. Double bottom here, inverse head and shoulders here, trend line break here. But a lot of this stuff requires patience, guys. And a lot of times it's kind of like everyone wants to, you know, oh, we're coming back down, so let me get short. Then you get trapped, right? It's like, oh, we just broke this level, comes back down, you get trapped. I'm going to be completely honest. Right now, I've opened my stop losses up when I'm trading micros a lot, like 50, 60, 70 points. But I'm also looking for 60, 70, 80, 100 points on these moves because of the volatility. And when the move starts to go in my favor, okay, so like right here, once this move starts to go in your favor, I'm starting off with 2 micros, and then it's starting to get faster and the price is starting to accelerate. I'm adding into winners. Another 2 contracts, 2 contracts, 2 contracts, until I get up to about a mini total, and then it starts to speed up, and then I'm scaling out 2 until I get out of that position, right? So again, ask yourself the question. A lot of people like to dollar cost average down. When do you dollar cost average in to a winning position, right? And even so, you don't even, I'm still scalping this, pretty small, meaning I'm not really holding it that long. But if you kind of look at the overall situation, this setup here, if your stop loss is right below this daily 5, there's nothing more to do here, right? Even when you're consolidating during this 30-minute time, You don't need to get out of this position, right? You could move your stop loss to break even and then just hold the position, right? Just hold the position. And if that's the case, right? If that's the case, you're talking about from 18,420s all the way up to 18,640s. This is a 200-point move, guys. Even if you're trading one micro contract, you're talking about $450 worth of gains. That's enough for a one and done trade. And this trade would have only lasted you 1 hour. So if you guys want to trade with me each and every single Monday, Friday, and it's going to be Wednesday as soon as we fill the class up, I'm looking for 15 people. Right now, we have 2 members that have already joined in the last 24 hours. As soon as we get to 15 people, we're going to move it to 3 days a week. It's going to be a pre-market show where I'm going to go over analysis for the day in pre-market about 30 minutes before New York session. And then we're going to run that live trading conference call for 3 hours, anywhere between 2.5 and 3 hours. It's going to be between market open and about lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, because we already have the chart marked out, you'll be able to play the continuation setups after lunch. So if that's interesting to you and maybe you want to join the room, you'll get access to my course as well. It's got a lot of other scalping strategies. You'll get access to the entire community Discord. Again, it's a one-time charge. It's not something that needs to be done every single month unless you want to extend and do a second month. But I think it's going to be cool for a lot of people to kind of get in a room and actually be able to communicate versus just talking through text. Get on the phone, get on the PC, get on the microphone, ask questions in real time. Let's trade in real time. We're all doing this together. So hopefully you guys join, and I'll see all of you guys on the inside. Make sure to leave me a thumbs up on this video, like, comment, and subscribe.